Okay. All right. First, I will go over. We did the train depot, and we showed up there, and I kind of like it when we go to someplace new because we never know what we're going to walk into. And so, of course, you two ladies were there, and thank you for being there. And we had some activity in the back room where the one part where you said was kind of eerie, but the only thing I got was probably a little bit of blipping noise on my REM pod, but definitely personal experiences. Hopefully, when we go back, hopefully we'll go back here before it gets too cold with our full team, because at the time we didn't have Jeff and Heather with all our security cameras and stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to get something. But I definitely had like eerie feeling going in the back there, like someone was watching me. And like I said, besides the, did you show the? Oh, okay. Yeah, and you didn't do the paralight. Oh yeah, you got the paralight went off a couple of times while I was back there. Sorry, and it was pretty cool. But most activity happened in where the ticket area is. So, I have a couple of pictures. First, with my thermal camera. All right, now I got to wait for it to load up. And I actually download a program to help, because I noticed when blowing it up, it loses its figure, because it's all grainy because pictures. And so I downloaded a picture viewer, and I'm waiting for it to load up. Like I said, I just went over this all last night just to make sure it was here. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah. So this is the before. So you got Bill and Holly sitting at one side, and you have.
So the red, because they may not understand what the thermal is.
Yep.
So that's going to be us. We're the heat signatures. It's me and another person from our team.
Yep.
We're sitting in the train depot on the benches that are in the center.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Then you have Jennifer and you two in the background. So if I go to the next image. I better if I zoom in too, so I can make sure I got the right one. You see it loses this image when you blow it up.
Okay, so you can see it like where his pointer is. That was not there in the first one. And typically a spirit or ghost is going to not be heat like us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's almost like something is
like sitting there waiting.
Sitting there waiting.
Yeah, it's like usually when I do thermal camera pictures, I usually take 2 or 3 at a time, because you never know when something happens. So this is one instance where I got there, someone just sitting there waiting. Looks like the head, and then you see 2 hands, like they're like sitting there waiting. Like, come on, when is the train going to show up? Okay. Then on the next one, this is taken by the ticket booth. This is, we had some activity where the REM pod was going off. And right there's where the little ledges where the ticket thing opening is. There's someone there standing there waiting.
Can everyone see that? Now, like I said, like he said, he does take 3 pictures in a row, because it'll either confirm or deny, or you can say, oh, you know what, that was this or whatever. Yep. So we did have somebody else there with us, clearly.
Yep. And then I will.
Yeah, we did.
That way you can see it better. All right, then another picture of the thermal camera image is where I got, it's almost right after I took the other one. I went around to their end. They got someone there sitting there with their hands crossed. And you got the same people here, minus Bill. He probably went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
or I think he went to the cabin on the one point, and we came back, but there's definitely someone sitting right there waiting. See, like I didn't have it like this blown up, it really just looks like a bunch of pixels. But once you actually see what you see on the camera, you actually see them.
If you guys have questions along the way, feel free to ask. And yes, that light is in front on the floor where those white dots are. That's what that is.
Yep.
Oh, and it just lit up? Oh, hi, welcome, have a seat.
I'll get to the library and go a little bit more over that. From that, I have, like I said, the rope light kept going off. So first of all, I have a picture of what the setup was like, because that way you have a better understanding of the rope light setup. As soon as it loads up. So we had the rope light running from the front to back. I know you have one with your stand there with the, yep, exactly. So we had this running along the floor going to the back end. And of course you can see where these two were sitting. The other person was sitting on the other side of Holly.
Now, not to mention that we did have, you guys remember the K2 was sitting next to me in that open seat and it too was going off.
Yep.
So that's where I'm talking about the backup of our evidence.
So the REM pod went off. I mean, the lights went off a lot. So what I did, I just summed up the best ones. And then this one I have a EVP. Yeah, definitely. Can you everyone hear hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And this is just a rope light going off.
And then the camera going in and out of focus is also something different.
Yeah. The same thing. Yeah, sorry. I thought I deleted that. This one was quick. It's like a quickly
Yeah,
all
like
lit up.
they all lit off.
Yeah. This is the noise. I couldn't really understand what it was saying.
Yeah,
Just,
it wasn't one of us.
right.
But I don't know what it's saying.
Right.
What? Wow. I
Just rope light going off on that one.
There's just a lot of rope light, going
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, like I said, I like to show a lot of it that what it was. Keep going with the rope light stuff. Oh, this is the REM pod going off.
Are you there with us?
Hey, did you notice that right when it went off, your K2 was blinking? Awesome.
Are you there with us? What was the whistle?
I think it's Bill's phone. Bill has this thing with having his phone on. I keep telling him to turn it off.
I don't have my walkie.
Yeah, but mine, I was outside.
Yeah. Did you get your ticket?
So this verifies that picture I showed you of the person standing there waiting. So imagine he's just sitting there chilling out, just going like that.
Yeah, I mean, that does verify if it was just sitting right there.
Yeah, then it went away. This is the first instance that it went off. Of course, it goes off again.
No, these ladies did not run when it went off.
I was surprised. I thought for sure, you guys were like. All right, and like I know that you and Bill both heard a noise, a name or something. I couldn't pick it up from my end. No. Yeah.
Hi. Hello. We did not pick it up. Did you come back to visit?
Yeah, there he is with his phone on again.
And it went off for a long time.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Mm. It went up quite a bit. Let me see. I think I got a couple more EVPs.
you know, it could, was it in the noise that we heard, or was that at a different time?
It was different times.
Did you just walk in front of me?
See, now this one, Holly was thinking she saw something go in front of her right when the road light happened. That was pretty cool.
Shout out your name. And
Yeah, and we did not pick that up.
and he was walking to the.
I mean, could they not spell? Well, that was me yawning and something after me talking and
Yeah,
yawning.
yeah. Let me turn that. I'll play it. Sorry it's so loud, but
I mean, could they not spell?
right in here.
Spell.
I don't know what it's saying. Just something in the background. Yep. It's what makes it hard when you're going through all this. Here's another EVP. You got your headphones on. You're listening to everything.
Story where we walked around and here and they thought they were bumping into stuff. That wasn't there, like, look at, you know.
Yeah.
I don't remember who said that. The bully told me that. But I don't know, he didn't do it, I don't think he said it, sounded like some children. I was like, I would have nice.
I mean, could they not spell?
Oops. I'm sorry. To me, it's not like ask again. Some of these I did bring the volume up on some of them.
I mean, could they not spell?
Yeah, definitely. You're welcome on that one. Do you want me to play it again? If everyone, you guys want to play it again so I can hear it better, just say, hey,
One more time.
one more time. I'll play it again for you guys. Okay. All right.
Not spell. More like real soft.
Yeah. So they're so thankful.
Right?
Let me see. And here's a one I didn't have time to put some cool background to. I'll play it. Music. Mhm.
Yeah, right. Right. I got up at 6 this morning. What was that? What was that? I got up at 6 this morning. What was that? That was the furnace room here.
Oh, this is the furnace room
That's
one?
the furnace
Okay,
room
I'm
here.
sorry. Yeah.
Did you hear me? What was that? Because I heard it. I mean, it was
Mhm.
loud, even over top of the furnace
Mhm.
being on or the air conditioning.
All right, so that's it for the train depot. That's what we got so far. Onward to the next one.
Yeah.
Next one we did was the library. I actually had the first hunt stuff here and here too. Easier to do that way. Okay.
You might have.
Okay, so we came back here, and of course, we had a lot of activity first time from Grace's room. But this time, she was in there a little bit, but then she was out and about watching us, which is kind of cool because, like, we were sitting in here, and our stuff was going on in here. So that was actually pretty cool. But the only thing is that we only set up cameras on the outside and that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, in here. Yeah. Yeah.
Just inside in the library.
And it was all throughout the library too. It wasn't just in one area. Where once again, we had activity in the back room, by where the furnace is again. Then we had, activity in here, and in here it was like all throughout. Where like, I think, what we did, we concentrated more on Grace's room, trying to get her to be active, and I think we should have been throughout the whole thing. So it wasn't until later on, I'm like, hey, let's move stuff around. So that being said, this is what I got. We have a ball that, remember the first one moved. This one I had a little ball that lights up,
It's on the table.
and
Yeah, oh, I showed you guys.
Did you decide to sit down at the
Grace's
table
room.
with us? Thank you.
So I'll play it again.
There goes the light. Hi. Did you decide to sit down at the table with us? Thank you.
And again, that light, you have to move it.
Yeah.
It has to be moved.
Yeah.
In order to even turn on.
So, and this is the security camera of the ball moving. And as you can see, when it moves, Heather's sitting, I ain't touching the table.
Yep.
That's what you're going to ask. Someone touch the table. She's sitting there like this. I was like, Holly's like, holy shit.
Thank you. There you go. Have a seat. I know you're used to being at the head of the table where your chair used to be. Yeah, these are like smaller tables.
Yeah, did you guys make the table small?
Yeah, they extended further and I thought they were
Bigger.
quite wide. Yeah. Oh, they were cleaned all the tables. They were terrible cleaning people.
So it's always nice when we get evidence where we can, like if I get audio on one thing and just here's another one, just confirms everything. That's what I like, both views.
Unfortunately, she passed. So now she's with you? Yep, now she's on your side.
There's only thing cool on that one. So, oh, there finally. So I have the same, right. This is in the library in there. I got the thermal camera. I'm sitting off the side, and you can see there's someone over there by the desk. It's kind of cool.
That's still the sure.
Yep. Mhm. That same picture, black and white, but it just verifies that even after he moved his big meat sticks, is still sitting there
Yep.
watching us. Actually, a little bit clearer on this one than the other
Yeah.
one. All right, so the ball moved, and here's the other one.
Damn it, Sue. Those went off right there.
Yes, we did.
This is a rope light going off. And this one, like no one's in the room 10 minutes later, when it goes off, just to show that you don't even have to be inside the room before stuff to happen.
Hey, well, go to stuff like that. When I bumped him. I mean, that's the reason we. She did, she was here.
Yeah.
The interference for us, thank you. I'm sorry. Grace just lit up. Yeah, thank you, Grace. We appreciate it wholeheartedly.
We're just sitting there chilling, just talking to her. If you notice, this went off for a little bit, and then actually the ball did too. This is Jeff sitting in there.
Can you come over and light this thing up here for me? Oh, there you come. I see.
This just shows that it's actually intelligent haunting, where it actually, if you ask it to move something or react to something, it shows that's there. It's nothing that and this is the same thing, but this is a security camera footage. the program that I had to use to get the security camera footage, something else.
Hope you like the gift I brought you. I'll let Jennifer know it's up there. Hope they should be able to leave it there. Come over and light this thing up here for me. Oh, there you go.
And there it is.
Yeah.
You can come over and light it for
And a lot of rope light activity in here.
Yeah. We didn't have it the first time.
Was there any personal experiences that you had in the Western library that you did?
Yeah.
there?
Yep. When we were sitting over there talking, I definitely could see something going behind Bill over in the corner over there. And then when we were watching your office, I had the bulb, the plasma ball there. It would move, then it would stay still, then move again, like someone was holding it. The only problem is the only camera we had on there was a security camera, and you couldn't see it on that thing. So we definitely had to set up some better cameras.
We definitely did have, so directly out those bookshelves, like where yeah,
Mhm.
that part, we definitely, I seen something back in that area, like moving along, and, I think I even had like a K2 hit, but again, we didn't have the camera on there at the time, so we put the camera on there, and of course, it happened that.
Yep, and this is stuff from the first one. If just I got it for you when you need it.
Did anything happen in the storage?
We had some SOS movement. It came and went. When I went to try to save it, it didn't save the file. So Jeff handed stuff to me at last minute, and he thought he shrunk it down or whatever, and that's where you got the cloudy pictures from. So I had to ask him for actually the raw footage.
That recording, that voice recording that we had, that was for this last time. And
Yep.
that in the factory storage.
Yep.
So we don't know. So it's just-
I cannot make, because that AC was going, it just kicked on, and then you hear me said, what was that? Cause it was right there, so, yeah, it was too muddled out, I tried to clean it up, but.
I don't know if you saw it, that's it, I liked on the first, I played with the thing with the glass in the back, when you recorded it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the SLS. the
Yeah,
SLS,
yeah. Like I said, I had some images there, but when it was so grainy and everything, I couldn't do anything with it. I'm going to ask him for the actual footage, raw footage itself. So onward to the community center. This was a very interesting thing. It was kind of funny is that when we first came there set up, we had Mike sitting out here watching the road. And I just wanted to introduce ourselves to him, like, hey, we're going to be here in case you didn't know. He was a big help. He actually got us the key to get up on top. And actually the mayor showed up too for a little bit. So it was quite interesting. So I have some footage of the mayor with us. So let me see here. Let me do this is a security camera with the mayor. I'm just he came in there, he made sure that we're set up upstairs. And I was showing him all of our stuff. There's no audio on this part right here. So I'm like, hey, I got camera there. So Susie walks away. Hey. Yep. And then I'll show you actually the let me see. Sure they got oh yeah, just you wait. Just you wait. Where's the little fight with Mayor? Like, here.
Yes, they'll track to it, and also sometimes you have this going on where there's no one touching it. Wow. Yep. I got my camera there facing everything so I can see it. We have, of course, lights, cameras up here, security cameras going on.
Leave. All right, now onward to the good stuff. I'll do the downstairs first. Okay, here's some noise with roll light. I don't know, like I said, actually does a, and then you hear this going, but it's weird to have the rope light going on if someone was doing something. But it does sound like it's right by the camera when there's no one there, so.
You guys have these two back here as well.
Just went off, blinked right there with me and Bill sitting there. And
Didn't we have the? Oh, the log cabin? Didn't you have that video I sent you of this, the EVP?
I couldn't get the noise to pop up. Yeah, I couldn't get the noise to pop up.
That's a good one, because that's the only thing we got from the
Yeah.
log cabin. I'll show you guys that one. I'll find it.
That's the only reason why, because I tried to put it on, actually, I can download it from my email.
No, I'll just pull it up on the phone and. But carry on with.
Yeah.
community.
So with this one, there's like a noise. And then I see an orb go by on the top, and then this is just weird. Yeah. So it was more than one, that's why they picked show it. All right, now we're into some of the screams and that from downstairs. Don't know, but yeah, like I said, it wasn't us, so I had to. And this is when Bill was sitting in the back doing a session right here. Yeah, like,
So something's laughing or screaming or whatever.
yeah, and you can definitely tell he didn't hear it because he would have ran. Especially these ones. These are a lot more like a scream.
No idea.
No idea. Something that's there. Yep, yeah, so first floor.
Is it just the main room or like?
Main
The
room.
Main-
Like I said,
It does, doesn't it?
You can see when I do this, the red light is the door. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Can you do that again for us, please?
so then now we're go to some thermal images. What pops up? I think this is the upstairs part. Just two things just hanging out there.
Yes.
And I think it actually moved a little bit too. That's why you take the sessions in 3. So that way you can tell if something's different.
And that one's the upstairs.
Yep, upstairs part. Mhm. All right, now we'll get to the upstairs part, which is a whole different. Wait, not this one. Wait, no, wrong one. Chair to bunk. The mayor,
Maybe
okay,
there's some role players. There we
okay.
go. Roll call.
Yeah, where's the EVP after doing?
EVP after
All right, all right. So, like I said, luckily we were able to get up top and like,
For the building. This is in 1883. This actually goes back. Officers for 1892, 1893, Brother R.T. Chapin, Brother Leo Knightley, J.H. Fairfield, Grossman,
You guys hear that? Or is it?
yeah.
Listen to me.
Favorite meetings,
What is it?
second, fourth, Grossman, Grossman,
Fairfield, we'll have to remember that next time we go. Yeah. Fairfield. So,
You kind of made my phone call.
yeah, because, you know, authority figure.
Oh, no, sorry. What's cool is that right here where I put it, I have me on.
You have to go on the, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I'm gonna read this. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garment. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that even Aaron's beard, that went down to the
I don't know,
skirts of his garment.
Yeah.
Me.
I guess I don't know what it is. I even heard it and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Looked around. Yeah.
Now also I'd like to explain something since we have this video, and you see what a lot of people call orbs. It's dust. It is dust. It is dust. It is dust.
Mhm.
You'll see a lot of videos of people saying, "Oh my gosh, look at all these orbs." It's dust. A true orb will have light within itself, so it will be. It's like you turn on a light inside of that ball, and it doesn't just go like the dust would or air. So too many people misunderstand.
And this grid up here is from the SLS cameras pointing out. That way you'll see it in a couple of these videos.
Even like forevermore.
So would it be, is that what you have to say? So would it be?
Can you show us a sign that you are here in this temple? Show me that you are here to worship with your brethren. Don't know what that was saying.
Yeah, to me it says yes.
Yeah, said yes and something.
Yep.
And none of these things are things that we're.
I think it does say yes and something else.
Yeah, yes and something. Yes.
Yeah.
Here, yes.
Yeah.
You not present with us tonight?
To me, it sounds like I want to go home. Play it again.
What was that knocking?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's just the EVP right before I have another video of the chair moving.
That parent up. Hey, personality. You see this? What? The chair just sat down. Hey, personality.
Here now.
What?
The chair just sat down.
I asked him to put it down earlier,
Did you? It just sat down.
like when I was up here.
This one right next to me. Really?
I'll
Yeah.
watch the next one, which is a little bit better on. Quickly, here's a REM pod going off.
Go ahead. I figure we shut this door in the next prep room, so you can tell them about that.
Okay.
Wow.
Actually, I hear something too. Before that.
Yep.
Yeah.
When the REM pod comes on.
Yeah.
Just a little beep, nothing major,
That's all it takes. That's all that makes us happy.
right?
Let me see. Oh, I had to put Holly in one of these because
Oh. Oh,
yeah, standing right by. Yeah, that was right. Yep. Boop. See, got signature pose. That way, you know, it doesn't just react to us guys. Okay, now where is the upstairs chair?
I phone everything, but I own my phone.
Yeah.
Not too far away, so.
Right.
It takes so long for the yeah, clear up.
Oh. Man, I bet you all you guys never fell asleep with this anymore. Oh, yeah. Normal ritual, I mean. Comfortable chairs. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hot up in here. Than that. I passed out snoring. Uh-huh. Let you guys know. Ripping along. Wake that parent up. Hey, personality. You see this?
What?
The chair just sat down.
I asked him to put it down earlier,
Did you? It just sat down.
like when I was up here.
This one right next to me. Really? Yeah. Is someone sitting next to me? Hey, go look.
Oh, he's putting his arm around you, here.
Ooh.
Oh, good job.
Mhm.
I can stick my tongue in your ear.
Ew.
You know. That
Y'all
feels like
didn't
it's
believe
what-
in that gay stuff, did you?
I don't know, it's all men, so you know. Those are good men, I don't
All right, so as you can see that he does move his arm around a little bit, then he sits it down
Wake that parent up.
and waits a little bit, then comes down. So you're thinking that maybe he might.
The chair just
Tilted.
sat down.
I asked him to put it down.
What I did is I went up there and as an investigator, you have to try to debunk everything, make sure it doesn't. So I went up there and debunked it. I went around, was moving around, moving around this, and no, he didn't push it down. So just making sure that him moving around the arm, hitting the other armrest, going to make that chair move. That was downstairs when that happened. I was like, so I went up there, pushed the chair up.
It's actually hard to. Is that a loose chair? Not really. Like even if you were to hit it,
Isn't it?
it won't come down. So that's debunked. Hold on. This thing respond to cell phones? Yeah, somewhat. Is your cell phone by it?
This shows you I was actually checking it out. Let me see.
It's not like they're putting on and off thing, so they're kind of, I don't wanna say hard, but you have to put effort.
I left it up there. Nope, that's one that,
Huh?
me doing the wobble. Remember?
No, we ain't gonna watch you do the wobble.
So that's all we got for the community center. Then after that, we went to the town hall. All right, first I'll do the stairway. So we have a camera facing the stairway. Just got a quick image right there. The left line moves. I don't know what that is. Something right here in the bottom. Something that shouldn't be there. Yeah, yeah. Then let me see. Some EVPs.
No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, no idea. No idea.
It was kind of creepy. That one was kind of creepy.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, it gets even creepier.
It's
Gets even creepier.
Not yet.
Not yet. This is how the rope light's going off.
Those rope lights were upstairs.
Okay. I already did this one, did I? Yeah, I already did this one. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just an image of the power light going off by itself. Upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, upstairs. Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of it was upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's at, but somewhere down there. More lights.
More lights. Yep. Always had the lights.
Thing that I said, did you know Sam Kirk? Did you ever meet him? You ever mess with
Maybe.
Sam Kirk?
You didn't see that?
You guys hear that?
To us, because being on this, it sounded a little distorted. It almost sounded like, it was him or Sam, and he was just talking about Sam, and then it's a giggle.
So I don't know who Sam Kirk is. But that's
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
but definitely knows him, whoever he is.
Oh, yeah. But with that being said, I also can get in touch with President Fever, and I'm just holding back on asking him, because he will 100%, he won't have us on the radio. I just have to talk to him. Yeah. Why?
There's someone else talking here on the end of Holly.
Yeah. Why?
But I don't know idea who it is.
There's a lot of talking.
Hmm. Now this one, right at the very beginning is where you see him most. Can't really tell. See right here, right in here on top of the screen, there's a glare. You can see the image going back and forth like a shadow person in the doorway, and that's the doorway.
Kind of takes it away out of it.
Yeah, I can see it on mine.
Well, man. You can see it on yours, but.
Mm. Yeah, there's too
You
much
can't
up
really
there.
see,
Yeah.
it's too dark on
yeah.
that.
Well, there's a shadow person that it's going back and forth. It might give you evidence to be able to see it a little bit better. I slowed it down because when I was reviewing, I'm like, what the heck is that type thing? He goes back and forth, and then you can see him. He goes out a little bit more, like it's going to the other light. All right, let me see here. This one's kind of fun. No, he is not a mail order dancer that you get for a party. He's actually a cop. He escaped mistake from the ghost.
She'll come back up. She needs a container.
Yeah, I've got this one.
Grandpa went off.
Following us right now?
Yeah, it is.
Are you seriously following us right now?
Yeah.
You are absolutely a pussy.
Yeah.
So notice that she's walking back and forth. It doesn't go off again.
Woo!
It's right here, like I said.
Yes, you are. So you wanna be out here with us?
All right, how about you, like,
Yeah. Here we go. We like to we like to have fun. Wait. Wait.
Okay,
All right.
okay, this is the part where we're like,
You see Holly's cat-like reflexes.
does it come on?
Yeah. Wait.
They're coming downstairs.
We've been trying to scare them all. Couldn't find the opportunity.
Oh, shit.
I think he pooped himself.
Oh, I did understand.
Notice I didn't jump at all. You know.
Like I said, we do like to have fun on
Yeah.
occasion. And a lot of times we'll get more evidence because of that.
Just some more rope light going on. So let me see here. Onward to the cemetery. Now, cemetery is more of a new one. We only have a few evidence from there. We've been back there on several occasions because the first time we were there, we had some unexplained stuff happen. So we're trying to get that to happen again. So it was like almost a full moon. So we went back on almost full moon trying to see if it happened. Didn't happen. Of course, it was super cold that night too. But we're still got to go back there and try to figure what we saw, because it was something that.
I would say it was significant.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a camera.
Right.
What do you think you saw? Say what that was. You really want to say? I don't know.
If you want to say, you can go ahead and say.
Okay, so as we're up on the outer part, like towards the road, the main road of the cemetery. Randy and I were walking up there, just taking some, photos and whatever. And there is another side road that comes up, and there's a street light. Well, I had seen like a couple walking down the sidewalk, what appeared to be a normal, regular couple, but they were walking and swinging their arms, so, and it was probably 11:30
Yeah,
at night.
11:30 at night.
So, but as they come up to that street light, and they turn to go down the back road there that goes alongside the cemetery, they changed image.
Grew, they like stretched.
They grew, they changed,
Mhm.
and they made us both honestly very anxious.
Yes. And then,
So we, of course, run down because his daughters were sitting there, so yes, they're adults, but whatever.
Yeah.
We run down to make sure that these people aren't gonna come into the cemetery, because now we're kind of freaked out. So we run down and we go out to the road, and they're nowhere to be seen.
they walked, as they
Past
turned
their
past the
house.
light, and there was like a garage, and they were gone. So then we walked out to the end of the road, like you said, it's middle of the night, like there was actually shadows, the moon was casting shadows and everything, so you could see all the way down to the end of the stop sign. There was no one there. whatsoever, both
We're very
ways.
unsure as to what it was, but, again, we want to try to.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Yes, and, now I know that it appeared just to be regular people walking on the street, but.
Yeah.
And then they just disappeared.
Right.
So I don't know if it's a one-time thing, if there was some sort of accident, some sort of death, some sort of, we don't know.
Yeah,
What
I
day
don't
it was. I could look back, I know we have it. Yeah, it might be significant in the date as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we will be looking there.
So the first time we went there, we got this. See the walking in front of the camera, and then us and goes off the side.
What?
I feel like there's something in front of me.
There is.
Can you shrink it down a little bit?
I got it on
I don't know if I can.
You can't.
What are you using?
thermal.
Awesome.
I don't know.
What?
Paralysis?
What?
I feel like there's something in front of me.
There was. I got it on camera.
See, it's right there. It's going in front of them. Yeah.
But you can see like it's walking.
What?
Paralysis?
So what did it look
What?
when you were there, not on the camera? But
There was.
Randy, there's something.
I got it on camera.
I guess that's kind of what I see when I see spirit.
Thermal.
It's kind of in shape of something. And, you know, and it kind of confused him because it's not every day that something walks in front of the thermal camera and you catch it. So that's why I'm like, Randy, there's something in front of me. So he would put the camera on. He's like, there was. So that's great.
This is when we first went there. We were going to open up the mausoleum. We got permission from Eddie to open up the one mausoleum. As long as we sweep it out. So he didn't give us a key. So when we're going up there, my cousin was talking to me. He was calling me. He says, "Hey, there's a woman in white that's mad at you guys because you're up there by a mausoleum." So there's a woman in white.
Now, we did open the mausoleum.
Yeah.
And really, honestly, all activity died down.
Yeah. It's like they were, yeah. We actually, last time we were there, we actually got the key and got to open off and swept it out. And there was rope light activity going off, like while we were waiting for the full team to get there. So we opened up, everything died. It's like it was weirded out that we actually were opening up and was going inside something. But like I said, things happen, and at least now we know not to do it again.
No, and it's cleaned up. So now
Yeah,
they
it's
don't have to
cleaned.
open
Yeah,
up
I
either.
cleaned it all out. Yeah.
Good.
Yep, there's a rocking chair. Yep. There's a painting of, I think, one of the ancestors, I think,
Yeah.
that's there. Yeah. And like a bust of somebody there too. So
Hortop, so it's LMA Hortop and her parents, which would be Mr. and Mrs. Charles. I do not know the mother's name because it was not in the obituary. Because this is, LMA died in 1913. So obviously, you know, the records of all that was kind of lost. Or I can't find it, let's put it that way.
this is cool because after he's talking about it, it happens. Like they're listening to us.
There's a lot of rope light.
Yeah, I did like a best of because it happens so much that I just got the best of them. This one's from the last time we're out there.
It just goes off a lot.
Yeah.
You just moved it to different sections. So
Yep. Yep. Mhm. Plan on buying another one. They're a real nice tool to use, especially like where we're setting up for this. We're usually set up chairs in the middle, sit there and talk. I mean, and pull around, and they actually will respond a lot to us joking around. I noticed where us as a team, it's insane that we're getting this many evidence.
Listen, this is not normal.
Yeah, this is not normal at
This
all.
amount of evidence
Yeah.
is not very typical.
Mm.
You know, you watch your ghost hunting shows and they'll have one or two things, but that's hours upon hours, sometimes days.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters is there for a week, and you're showing like a best of over one night, same thing all of them. And we're only there 4 hours, and we're in this amount of stuff. You know?
So it either A, really likes us, or B, we're just also in tune and in sync to one another and comfortable with one another that they too feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer to
Yeah.
that.
Because even like we go other places and we get lost too. You know, maybe someone likes us. Who knows? Who knows? Yep. Yeah. And like you know, this is just the best of that rope light went off quite a bit. And then the first time my girl was sitting there singing, and they had these apps on their phone, and it was like responding to us. It didn't want me to leave. It said, "Stay, Randy." It said to it.
The last time I hear, they said,
This one was kind of funny because we're asking it questions. It was like,
disturb about Bill, walk by the lights on the ground.
Yep.
If you disturb about Courtney,
yeah.
light up some lights on the ground.
I think that's
Bill's
back in
phone,
base. Is that
or
Bill's phone?
Bill's phone. Apparently likes Holly in this one.
The last time I heard, they said to me not to go.
Yep.
So, I mean, it just is an insane amount of stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
We have had one EVP maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly the lights and the glare and everything.
So that's what we got so far in our investigation. We just did White's Garage 2 weeks ago. We have some pretty cool things from there. I let the rest of the team go through that stuff. I haven't gone through any of my stuff from there. We're going back to the community center on the 30th, and I think Mike's trying to get us in a couple other places here. So,
It's the 30th of November.
you know, if you want to come to it, that's fine.
No,
I know I was going to do one after to talk to you like around November, something. You want to have like a flyer for a public one. Figure out where you want to go to. Probably community center would be good, or the train depot. More people can fit in that one. Across the street, plus parking, park over here. So, scariest part. Back when I first formed the group, we didn't go down the Gore Orphanage Road. And have you heard of the legend of Gore Orphanage? No. Okay. The legend of Gore Orphanage is where supposedly orphans burned down with kids in it, and it's supposedly haunted. So it's urban legend. So when you go down there, the turnpike is a little bit away from it, and you hear cars going by, and that's what people will say is the screaming. So I never went down there as a kid or a teenager. It wasn't until actually I was a grown adult. So I was going to film a short film and put in Horror Fest and Erie Horror Fest, and I wanted to do actually a location of the shoot of the actual site. So when you go down there, there's ruins of the Swift Mansion that people think is the orphanage, but it's not. The orphanage was actually on the other side of the hill, but people are just confused. So I went down there with Bill, who's part of my team, and my cousin Matt, who was part of my team, of those group. And we went down there, walked around, and we're like, man, there's something down here. You know, what the heck's going on? You know, I thought it was an urban legend, you know. And suddenly it started getting dark, and we wanted to make sure we got out of there before it got night. So we walked to the car, and get to go across the bridge to I think it's Vermilion River or something like that. It's down there, and we stopped onto the bridge because he said he read something on hauntedOhio.com that there's an urban legend about the bridge there. So we sit down there for a little bit, and at the time, it started getting dark, and there's a mist forming. There's like a little cornfield down there, and there's a mist forming over on the field, and you can see it, as we're driving through. So we're sitting on the bridge, and all of a sudden my cousin Matt's like wicking out. He's in the back seat, and he goes, look. So I'm looking behind us, and we see the mist was coming up and was actually touching the car. Then went back and touched the car. Next thing you know, it touched the car the third time, and it formed into a female. She started walking around the car. So I'm flipping out. I'm like, holy shit! What the heck? And Bill's just looking at the rearview mirror, looking at it. As it starts walking around the corner, he's like, gotta go, and took off. So that we're in investigation. So we went down and tried to recreate things like we're trying to recreate at the library. So we go down there, and I have 3 people sitting inside my cousin's car, and I was a little bit ways away with my cousin Ollie, and all of a sudden it was a moonlit night. You can see everything, and all of a sudden out of the field, I see an image. I don't have an image of that night, but I can show you like a reference shot. Is yeah, I'm gonna show it. Yeah. I just gotta get the background to why. Where's that my head on here? So the image walked out of the field and stood on the road. Actually, this is about the same area that this happened, but this is a different time. It pops up. So I was standing over in here, and the image came out of the field right like behind where these people are. This is a different time where I'll talk about this in a little bit. So I'm standing here, and there's like a good ways away, and all of a sudden I hear this noise, and I will play the video. I hear it. This is what the field looked like at the time it happened. You had a cornfield, and then this is with a thermal camera, and nothing should be there. Like, it should be just blank. And now I will show the video. This is I hear that. That's trimmed down. This is me running. So no. So the image walked out from the cornfield, and it was like a black night, so shadow figure. And I heard this was a little howl we heard before that, and I turned to Ali. That's when I seen the thing walked out, and like he's standing here, and like I seen it come out of their corner of my eye and stood in the middle of the road. Then it did like a stutter step, and it was right behind it. So I'm just staring at Holly. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Sorry my language. And suddenly this thing formed into like a mask, started forming into a face. Then it screamed at me. That's where you hear the first scream. That's why my feet were not touching the road, because I was running so fast. But as you can see, why it screamed, you definitely can hear it. Imagine it's looking right at me screaming at that. So I'm now look, my feet ain't even touching the ground. And this is my cousin.
Yeah, he's making somebody else get the camera. Y'all get the camera.
And he's looking out for me like with a little flashlight.
Said, the orphanage is a very, very haunted. It's basically just like a road now, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess it's called a state park, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very scary place, And I have seen some of the scariest things there that I've ever seen.
Mhm.
And it's a very odd place. One night we went there, I think me and Randy, when you first got your thermal, me and Amy, one of my friends, because we were not on the same team. I was on a different team. We went there and it was kind of rainy, so we were there very long, but so whatever. But I could still see from me to him away, but it was really dark and kind of rainy and yucky. Now we went again, and that time, you could count every star in the sky, but I couldn't see from me to him away. So just the whole atmosphere of the place is real. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. We did a church that my daughter works at. They turned it into a play preschool type thing, and it's haunted. So we went there because as soon as I bought it, they were like, something's here. So we went there, and then I got a picture of. Let me see. I think it's a different one. You can see there's someone standing off here in the corner.
And that is a
There by the
window,
door.
like
Yep. And then I have the thermal camera. I have the cold filter on so you can see if it's cold. This is in summertime. There's someone like right there. Let's see, where's the radio? Then the Johnson Island. There you go. Here's another cemetery. Oh yeah, sorry. Whoops. No problem. This is someone standing off the side, chilling. No, this is the Milan Cemetery, which is kind of cool. We're the only ones allowed in there. After we went in there, they had someone vandalize the Abbott's tomb, and they don't allow people in there anymore. But at least they got that there.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys have any questions? Good. You're welcome.
Yeah.